Hey there, Hankophiles. Today we're looking at Season 1, Episode 1 of King of the Hill. Everything's gotta start somewhere, so let's see how King of the Hill started out. Let's just get through the plot. It's pretty much Hank gets investigated by Child Protective Services due to a rumor that he abuses Bobby, after Bobby gets obliterated by a baseball, receiving a black eye, and Hank being a hothead and going off on some employee at the Megalomart, the CPS agent, Twig Boy. His name is actually Anthony, but he's called Twig Boy more, and I like calling him that, so. Interviews the Hills and the rest of the Rainy Street gang. Get some funny scenes and really some good insight into these characters. Dale's getting cocked right out the gate, that core thing of his character. And, after a heated exchange with Hank, Twiggy literally scurries off. So after Twiggy interviews the rest of the Rainy Street gang, he overhears Bobby and Joseph doing Hank impersonations. But Dumbass believes it's actually Hank saying these things. Could have fooled anybody. He uses this as a reason to just outright try and take Bobby away from Hank. In a funny scene where Hank literally chases Twiggy off of his property. Rightfully so, but this leads to him, actually trying to talk to his boss, who immediately sees right through his shit and calls off the investigation. The only problem is Bobby's the one who received the message of the call off, and he immediately uses this as an opportunity to fuck with his father, because Season 1 Bobby is a bit of a fucker at times. And eventually Hank finds out, and Peggy stops him from giving him the ass whooping he so rightfully deserves. And it actually somehow leads to them having a nice heart-to-heart conversation, where Hank even makes a funny sound. Well, heartwarming. Overall, a great episode with several funny moments. So to pull it back a little bit, a couple of scenes I found particularly funny. Hank trying to listen to Bobby's crank phone call tape when he thinks it's music it's just fucking classic. I like the visual comedy of Hank's facial expression changing and him literally getting flustered from hearing fart noises is just fucking perfect and tells you everything you need to know about the character. In the scene where Hank and Bobby are at the Megalomart and Hank goes off on Buckley for not knowing where the hardware department is, just really got me thinking, how the fuck does Hank not know where the hardware department is? This obviously is not his first rodeo at Megalomart, saying he hates coming here. So is Hank just upset that he couldn't remember and he's projecting it on the Buckley? Because Buckley is fucking stupid, I'm not gonna deny that, but come on Hank, you're better than this. In the scene where Dale is helping Hank trying to get his alternator off his truck, how the fuck does Hank lose track of this bolt? Like, the light is on it, Hank has the wrench on it, but as soon as the light is taken off, Hank just immediately fumbles the entire operation. Like, what the fuck, Hank? What the actual fuck? Also, it's a shame we never got to see Luann's family's episode of True Stories of the Highway Patrol. Also, I gotta agree with the commentary track. The heart-to-heart at the end is way too sappy for what the show usually does. I'm happy they kinda dialed it back for the rest of the series. So yeah, that's episode 1. We'll be looking at episode 2 next time, so make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date with our content. What do you think about the pilot? What's your favorite moment from this episode? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Make sure you check out Fatman and Skeletor's videos on our channel as well. They do some pretty good stuff. So, see you next time, Hankophiles. Ugh.